Good morning, Buffaloes. Tonight's a big night for Manteca High. The girls' varsity soccer team is hosting their annual Kicking for a Cure game. The girls' soccer program has been raising money for cancer for the past 7 years. This year, 100% of the proceeds from the game will benefit Emma Lockwood. Emma is an 11-year-old from Manteca who was diagnosed at the age of 10 with Ewing sarcoma, a form of bone cancer. In 2015, the Kicking for a Cure game proceeds were raised for Destiny Herrera. Please watch the following interview of Destiny, produced by Manteca High freshmen Isabella George, Amy Meyer, and Riley Patton.
Hi, I'm Destiny. I'm 14 years old, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story with battling osteosarcoma bone cancer. So at the age of 9 years old, I got diagnosed with stage 4 bone cancer, and it definitely has changed my life in such a big way. I had to stop doing things that I was passionate about, like dancing. I had to stop doing things that normal kids were doing, like going outside, hanging out with friends. It's definitely, it made me sad at the time because I couldn't do those things.
Thanks for sharing with us, Destiny. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about your treatment and how treatment helped you or didn't help you?
I was getting treated with radiation and chemotherapy for a couple of years, but it is no longer an option for me right now because it only was making my organs worse. Like my lungs, my heart, and my kidneys are damaged from getting treated with chemotherapy.
And what type of damage has the chemotherapy caused to your organs? Like you mentioned your kidneys, so what has it done?
I am on dialysis now because of that. I'm also on oxygen because it damaged my heart and lungs.
Wow. So a treatment was used to fight a major life-threatening illness such as cancer for you, but then it also caused more damage to your body, and now you're fighting even more life-threatening illnesses. Sounds like, dialysis, you experience kidney failure, and if your heart and lungs are chronically damaged, that's definitely life-threatening. So what message would you want to get across to your peers or to others in general in regards to treatment and cancer for children?
That there needs to be enough more funding and research to this. There isn't enough. A sad fact is that 250 kids around the world die from cancer every day. Also, the National Cancer Institute only allocates less than 4% funding to childhood cancer. That's not okay. Us kids are the future too. We matter also. Yeah.
Well, that's a really sad fact that only less than 4%, you said, is allocated to childhood cancer. Does that mean childhood cancer? Does that mean all cancers for children,
yes,
or just specific cancers?
All cancers for children.
Well, that's definitely not enough funding. What do you think will help bring in more funding?
I think spreading awareness that kids get cancer too. The childhood cancer ribbon is the color gold. So if you want to go gold, like during the month of September, because September is Child Cancer Awareness Month, go for it. I'm definitely passionate about that, about spreading awareness and going gold. So go tell everyone that kids get cancer too, and it's not just adults. There needs to be more funding and research for it.
I couldn't agree with you more. There definitely needs to be more awareness. So this isn't just awareness for one specific cancer. You're speaking in all cancers for children,
yes,
which is a huge number of types and subtypes, correct?
Yes.
What kind of things can someone do to help a child with cancer? What do you think is something that is a nice way to help someone with cancer?
Just being there for that person. I think that is helping out in such a big way because kids need someone, especially if we can't go do things that normal kids go do, like just going outside, going to the movies, things like that. So definitely just being there for that person.
Is that something that you do now for kids? You try
Yes.
to...
I try to go hang out with those kids if they can't get out, which, yeah.
Well, that's something nice. You're kind of giving back in a sense to help, you know, your peers that are battling also.
Yes.
How does having cancer make you feel?
Doesn't make me feel great at all, but it's something that I face every day, and it's made me strong, a stronger person.
So that's something positive that you've
Yes.
kind of taken from it, being that it's not a really happy type,
Yeah.
positive type thing to battle.
It's something that I'm battling for my life for, so it definitely it is sad, but I try to stay positive about it. I'm very thankful to be here because the doctors told me that I wouldn't live past my 13th birthday, and I'm 14 now, so yeah.
That's amazing. It's amazing you're proving doctors wrong. And you mentioned now you're not on chemo anymore because it's no longer an option, and you're still fighting, but you're just fighting with...
My family and I have chosen to do natural alternatives, and that is working a whole lot better than chemo and radiation ever was. I'm doing better than I was on it. Yeah.
Seems like you have a better quality of life right now.
Yes.
Because of it. Well, that's great that your family hasn't given up, and you guys are still fighting the fight together and trying to be positive about it. Seems like that would be something that's really important.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would want to share? Like, what is one main thing you would want to share about a child with cancer that you would want other people to know?
We aren't any different from any other kid, except that we know to take in every day as much as we can, because we don't know what could happen the next day. So we definitely are taking in every day.
So you're thankful for
Yes,
each day.
not taking life for granted.
Well, that's a great message, even for people with not cancer. People that don't have cancer. Life is a gift, right?
Yes,
and it shouldn't be
definitely
taken
is.
for granted. What are some of the struggles that you have endured battling? You mentioned, you know, you have organ damage that was caused specifically from the chemo.
When I was also on chemo, I couldn't even talk because it hurt me so bad. I didn't have an appetite. I've experienced several heart attacks. I've been in a coma before. Yeah, it was definitely really tough, and there's so many other kids out there who experience this every single day, and it sucks.
Yeah, it sounds like it really does. But you've really taken a different path, it sounds like, and you're not only trying to get a message across, but you're trying to help others and educate. Would you say that cancer only affects certain people?
No, it affects everyone. Even the family that is watching their own child experience this, it's definitely hard on them too. Yeah.
I guess that goes back to the saying where the whole family is fighting.
Yeah.
Not just the patient that was diagnosed, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what is something positive that you would like to share about your journey?
Like I said, like, I don't take life for granted, and I want people to know, like, don't take it for granted, because it is a gift that we have every single day.
Wow. Well, we appreciate you sharing a little bit of your story. Is there anything else you'd like to add to this to make people aware?
Just spread awareness and go gold, especially during the month of September. Thank you for listening. Yeah.
Buffaloes, we need you. Emma needs you. Please come to the game tonight to show your support. JV plays at 5 and varsity plays at 6. Don't forget, there are donation boxes in every classroom, so put your spare change in one of these boxes because everything helps.